Welcome to your on-site safety induction with Castlethorne in urban BC. We're going to get straight to it because the most important thing we do here is make sure every single person on our sites gets home safe at the end of every single day. So let's get started.
You're not just joining any team. You're joining a company that for over 30 decades has built a top-tier reputation in Ireland. That reputation is built on quality. And real quality, well, it all starts on a safe, professional, and really well-managed site. That's our foundation.
All right, here's what we're going to cover. We'll talk about joining the team, what you need to get to work, the site environment, high-risk tasks, what to do when you need support, and finally, your personal safety promise. It's your roadmap for working with us.
Okay, first up, welcome to the team. At the very heart of how we operate is this shared commitment. Safety isn't just some rule book sitting in an office. It's a value that we all live by, every day.
Think of this as a partnership. It's a two-way street. On our end, we commit to giving you a safe site that follows all the rules and best practices. Your part of the deal is just as important. You've got to follow the rules, look out for yourself and your coworkers, wear your PPE, and critically, speak up the second you see something that doesn't look right.
Right. So before you could even set foot on site, there are a few things that are completely non-negotiable. Let's call it your ticket to work. So here's the deal. There are 3 must-haves. First, everyone needs a valid SafePass card. If you're coming from Northern Ireland, that's the CSR card. Second, you need a current manual handling certificate. And third, if you're going to operate any machinery at all, you must have a valid CSCS card with a photo ID. And let me be perfectly clear on this. If your application is missing any of these, it will be rejected. There are absolutely no exceptions.
Okay, so you've got your ticket, you're certified, and ready to go. Great. Now let's get into the day-to-day stuff. The rules that keep our sites running smoothly, safely, and efficiently for everyone.
First and foremost, let's talk about the #1 cause of injuries on any construction site: slips, trips, and falls. Our clean-as-you-go policy is our best defense against them. And listen, this isn't somebody else's job. Good housekeeping is your personal responsibility. It's simple. Keep walkways clear, pull the nails out of timber right away, and use the bins we provide. That's it. And speaking of waste, sorting it is mandatory. Seriously, take a second to see what skips are on site. We have different ones for timber, rubble, plasterboard, and so on. Using the right one is crucial, not just for safety, but for our environmental goals too.
Okay, let's be blunt about smoking. It is absolutely forbidden inside any building, any company vehicle, or anywhere that isn't a designated area. And yes, that 100% includes e-cigarettes and vaping. Break this rule and you'll be dismissed from the site immediately. Now, for those of you who do smoke, we have set up safe, designated areas out in the open. Just look for the signs. Those are the only spots on the entire site where smoking is allowed. This brings me to another big one: distractions. A construction site is a constantly changing environment, right? You need your wits about you. That's why personal music devices, we're talking headphones, earbuds, you name it, are banned from all active work areas. They just make it too easy to miss an alarm, a vehicle backing up, or someone yelling a warning. It's a risk we can't afford.
And for anyone behind the wheel on our site, this number is the absolute law: 15 kilometers per hour. This applies to every single vehicle, no exceptions. If we see you going faster, you will be removed from the project. Period.
All right, we are now getting into the most critical part of this induction. I need your full attention here. We're about to talk about high-risk jobs, where following the rules isn't just a good idea, it's a matter of life and death. Please, everyone, listen to this. Working at height is and remains the #1 killer in our industry. That's not just a statistic we throw around. It is a cold, hard fact that we have to fight against every single day on this job.
So when it comes to preventing falls, your role is crystal clear. Only work from secure platforms with proper guardrails. If you see anything wrong, a missing board, a wobbly rail, report it immediately. Make sure that weekly GA3 form is done before you go up. And when you're climbing, always maintain 3 points of contact.
Now listen very carefully to this. It is illegal for anyone who isn't authorized to change or mess with scaffolding in any way. If you need something moved or adjusted, you tell your supervisor. If you try to do it yourself, you're not just breaking site rules, you are breaking the law and putting lives in danger.
Another major one: abrasive wheels. I want you to treat this like a pilot's pre-flight checklist. Before you even think about starting, ask yourself, am I trained for this? Did I check the machine and the disc? Is this even the right disc for this material? Is the guard in place? Am I wearing all my PPE? Goggles, mask, ear protection? Do I have a hot work permit? You need a yes for every single one of those before you start.
Look, even when we do everything right, things can still happen. So, this next part is all about what you need to do if they do, and how we're here to support you.
The process is really simple, but it's absolutely vital. You must report everything. And I mean everything. Accidents, incidents, and even the near misses. You know, a near miss today is a lesson that could stop a serious injury tomorrow. So report it right away to your supervisor and to Castlethorne Management, and then get the form filled out.
And please remember this, we care about your well-being, both on and off the site. We partner with the Lighthouse Charity to offer free, confidential support for your emotional, physical, and financial health. Help is always there if you need it.
All right, we're at the final section. This is where we bring it all together. I want you to think of this as a promise you make to yourself, to the people you work with, and to your family waiting at home.
So, this is it. This is your promise. And you are empowered. You absolutely have the right to stop and refuse any work you believe is unsafe. You have a duty to report hazards you see. Never, ever try to do a job you haven't been trained for. Just ask for help. Work safely, watch out for your teammates, and always wear the right PPE. Your safety is our shared goal, but it all starts with your personal commitment. So work safe and stay safe.